Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to a Monday edition of the Lowdown, brought to you by Lehmans Old Time General Store and Hardware Store, Kidron, Ohio. Shop online 24/7, 365 at lehmans.com. When you do, make sure you use the promo code PressPros10 to get 10% off your purchases. A store unlike any other. Well, a tradition unlike any other is the Masters. Scottie Scheffler, the winner. Really gutty performance by Scheffler on Sunday. Cam Smith was right there after birdieing the 11th hole. Crowds into it. Cam Smith hits it in the water on 12, proceeds to triple bogey. Scheffler really gutty, turning what could have been similar disaster for him into a bogey on 12, and then comes back with birdie, and just amazing. I mean, he's on an amazing run, Scottie Scheffler, and it underscores the importance of winning and how winning ingrains winning. Did you hear the stat from Jim Nantz yesterday about Scottie Scheffler that as a young player in Texas junior tournaments, he entered 130 tournaments and he won like 90 of them? You know, as I look back on, let's say, the career of another phenom in golf, Michelle Wie, decided to play in men's tournaments as a teenager, young golfer. She became more of a gimmick because she dominated the LPGA Tour. No. Did she have the talent to do it? Yes. So winning is important, and that's why, as we bring it down to the level of the teams that we cover on the high school level, I look at teams that elevate freshmen to varsity rather than keep winning units together. On the JV level, there's a lot to be said for learning how to win, and Scottie Scheffler proved that. He's won 4 of his last 6 tournaments, delivers on that #1 overall ranking, a Masters. It didn't have a ton of drama, at least at the top, but of course Tiger Woods played in the Masters, and Tiger took a lot of the attention off Scottie Scheffler as the tournament built towards Sunday's conclusion. It was sad to watch Tiger struggle physically walking. I mean, I could tell on Friday even, that he was laboring to walk the hills at Augusta. My Tiger fandom has kind of vacillated over the years. Obviously, not a big Tiger fan when his behavior off the course was exposed. And I can't glorify, those kinds of decisions in his personal life, but you'd be an idiot not to recognize what a tremendous player he is. And you'd also be an idiot not to recognize the amazing physical recovery that he has made since that car accident almost 2 years ago, or a little bit over 2 years ago, I guess, or not quite 2 years ago in California. So it's just hard to watch Tiger struggle physically. You could tell he was really in pain, and we'll see. We'll see what the future holds for him. He had a tough weekend at Augusta, but that course can do it to you. Speaking of great weekends, how about the Ohio State baseball team coming back from a gut-wrenching loss to Michigan State, blowing 2 6-run leads to triumph, coming back from 4 runs down to win the nightcap on Sunday. Griffin Smith, really amazing effort out of the bullpen for the Buckeyes with, I think, 5 1/3 innings of solid relief for a guy who's had elbow issues and we thought would be in Major League Baseball by now, or at least in professional baseball by now, but he's still a Buckeye because of those injury issues. And we hope Sunday's not the last we see of Griffin Smith in a consequential role for the Buckeyes. Hopefully this portends good things ahead for him. And boy, the Ohio State baseball team needed something good to happen because they have really, really, really been down still after taking their first series in Big Ten play all year, 2-1 against Michigan State. Buckeyes are only 11-17 overall and only 2-5 in the Big Ten. All right, get your entries in for the April giveaway of the $50 Lehmans gift card. You send those to pressproscontest@gmail.com. pressproscontest@gmail.com. If you don't know what Lehmans Hardware and Old Time General Store is, well, you need to go online and check out their inventory. Now, you might have to budget some time because, man, their inventory is vast. Just think a store with all the cool stuff you see on Shark Tank, a lot of those products, a lot of one-of-a-kind products made by Amish craftsmen in Holmes County and up in Worcester and Akron, Canton area, Massillon area, as that is heavy Amish country in Ohio. And also just everything you need for the yard, everything you need for your home, the biggest cookware section you're ever going to find, cast iron cookware in particular, old lamps, antique type items. Going to Lehmans is worth the trip just for the antiques. You got to look up. You got to keep your eyes up when you're at Lehmans, because up above all the for sale items is the most amazing collection of antiques you'll ever find, and a room set aside for nothing but the most ornate wood carvings you're ever going to see. I can't even describe them. Three-dimensional landscapes, wood carvings. You got to see it to believe it. Lehmans is an amazing trip. It'll take you about maybe an hour and a half to get there from Columbus, 2 hours from some other places that are heavy Press Pros readership. But Lehmans is a great place. You'll love it. And we love Lehmans. We know you guys are big fans of Lehmans. So shop online, LEHMANS.com, or better yet, make a trip yourself. The final note on the lowdown is a really sad note, obviously, with the death over the weekend of former Buckeye quarterback Dwayne Haskins. And Dwayne Haskins, man, his star burned so brightly at Ohio State, announced himself in a spring game as just an amazing thrower of the football, beat out Joe Burrow. Joe's injury in practice had a lot to do with that. But Dwayne Haskins at Ohio State, legend for coming in for J.T. Barrett in a game at Michigan when Ohio State was really struggling and might have lost that game. Haskins made an amazing throw that keyed the victory and had also a great run down to the 1 yard line. Then a record-breaking season, his only season as starter at Ohio State. And he dies tragically in a very mysterious way, hit by a dump truck while, I don't know if he was walking, running, trying to cross a freeway in Florida. But I just feel so much sadness over Dwayne Haskins and the thrills that he gave Ohio State fans over the years and the joy that he played with. Leading Ohio State to victory in the Rose Bowl in Urban Meyer's final game. So really a story we'll keep our eye on. We'll be talking more about, I'm sure, as more details become available. Just such incredible sadness over a life snuffed out far too soon. Rest in peace, Dwayne Haskins. And very, very sorry to see that happen and to see those who loved him and knew him in mourning as his life ends tragically on the weekend. So with that, we'll bid you adieu and remind you to shop at Lehmans, LEHMANS.com. Get your entries in for the $50 Lehmans gift card at PressProsContest@gmail.com. Use the promo code PressPros10 to get 10% off. And hopefully happier things to talk about as the week progresses here on the Lowdown, presented exclusively by Lehmans Hardware and Old Time General Store.